Life is like a 10-speed bike. Most of us have gears we never used. Hello, hello, and welcome. It's a rather special day today. I'm celebrating Refired Not Retired Day that actually began in the 1700s, known as the era of retirement. And it was formed because of the increase in life expectancy. And then in the 1800s, there were more countries that began to adopt those policies on retirement. In 1998, a woman, Phyllis May, who was struggling divorce and losing her fur baby. She packs her bag and she moves to Key West, Florida. And in 2004, Phyllis May created the Refired Not Retired Day. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to create something new this morning in celebration of Refired Not Retired Day. Yes, I am retired. So I found this at the dollar store. It's a scoop. It's perforated, I guess, to scoop out fried foods or vegetables, what have you. And I said, I think I want to try this on a paint on my canvas. So I'm going to be using satin enamel mixed with paint and Flutrol and some Liquitex. And I'm hoping to get a pearl effect here. I'll be layering a cup to pour onto the canvas or through the scoop. I'm using an art supply, which is a pearly or a peachy pink gold um, hue to it. I'll be using Pouring Masters chocolate chip. I love this brown. It's so rich looking, chocolate chip brown. I'll be using Arteza yellow, which I softened up with some white. It's been sitting, so let me add a little bit more of my Flutrol water mixture to get it a little bit thinner. I don't know if you can see that. It's a mellow yellow. Why not? Being mellow today. Some great ideas. I did some research just to, I know what I love to do being retired and painting. I've been writing. I authored quite a few books. I think I have about 20 out there. They can be found on Amazon, Anna Casamento Rigo, if you're interested. Children's books, a romance, suspense thriller, a snippet of my life. It's a memoir, poetry collections, and some of them do include my art. In any case, organizing tours maybe for seniors, volunteering like Meals on Wheels, the hospitals, shelters, animal shelters, creating book clubs. I do need to stir this up some more. Hosting movie nights, as I did writing a novel, taking up a hobby like painting, taking long walks, perhaps riding a bicycle. I never learned how to ride a bicycle or skate, but that's me. I don't think I really want to try that at this point in my life, to be honest with you. Uh, Perhaps taking some adult education classes. All right, I'm going to use a metallic purple that is by Arteza, and I thinned out, and this one is flowing nicely. I'm going to introduce an Arteza pearl white that I combined with some Flutrol to break it up in between those colors. And then I created this aquamarine, rich looking, light turquoise almost. Um, just going to add a little tiny bit of water, stir it up. Um, Visiting restaurants and then writing your own review. Actually, I was working on a book once when I went into this restaurant and I had gotten this idea and I started, I asked the server for some napkins and I started writing some notes for myself, as I'm creating this book idea I had. And all of a sudden it was like getting the VIP treatment. I'm guessing they thought I was some sort of food critic and they didn't want to get a bad review. But that was kind of funny in an endearing sort of way. Perhaps inventing a new game. That's always fun to do. When I was teaching, I used to do that with my students. I'd have them invent a game based upon either a math class that I had just taught or a historical event that had occurred. things like that. But that's always fun. And if you have little ones or younger ones, maybe get them involved as well. Fun things to do. Restoring old furniture, not my thing, but try something new for yourselves. Take up that hobby, right? Paint, golf, if you enjoy doing that or would like to take that up, rediscover things that you enjoy doing. Just need to stir this up a little more. Learning a new instrument, as I said, maybe taking up tennis, badminton. I loved badminton when I was growing up. I haven't done it in quite a few years, and that's always fun, or was fun at any rate. Visiting museums, parks, landmarks, some of the other things you can do. Going to the theater, taking walks, playing cards, perhaps having some friends or family over, making it a weekly event. Board games, playing board games, those family times. I'll be using white as my base, in case I haven't said it. I do need to thin it up. Satin enamel, equal amounts with paint, Liquitex, and Flutural water. I do need to stir it up. It's rather thick right now. It's been sitting. Volunteering, perhaps as an usher at a museum docent or a hospital. Learning a new language, that's intriguing. I was tempted to do that. I actually already do speak Italian, Sicilian, which is a language in its own, believe it or not. Um, Spanish, which I had taken in high school and then on to college. So I have about 9 years under my belt for that. Um, and then I have a smattering of other languages where I know some words and phrases in French and Polish. Um, so I'm always tempted to try Japanese. I don't know. I find that I had taken a class years and years ago, Japanese culture, and I found it so fascinating and just beautiful, beautiful heritage and um, historical component to that. So, and it's not easy for sure, I'm imagining, but it's a thought. All right. So I want to start. Actually, I'm going to start by layering the cup first because I do not want the base to start drying before I'm ready. So let me focus a little bit here as I do this. Again, just layering it out. What are some of the things that you enjoy doing? It doesn't have to be anything that is expensive because we know that, being in retirement, we, well, at least from personal experience, trying to money manage, just like everyone else, really. Um, in today's economy, it's rather difficult. There are just so many things that are needs, not necessarily wants. But I'm not grandstanding here, so that's not my job or my purpose in exploring. Um, I'm just adding a little bit more of that white to break it through. A refired, not retired day. Adding some of that beautiful aquamarine blue. I'm going to introduce the brown. I want to create 2 cups or do 2 layered cups to get them even, and also I do not want to run out of paint. I taped off this 20 by 20 canvas because I'd like the paint to stay on the canvas, and then I'll remove it uh, for a tilt. Just adding a little bit more of that silver white. I'm going to go in with my mellow yellow on this Refired Not Retired day. So many different things to celebrate as we begin March. So happy March 1st, everyone, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday here. I have been posting some of the images. I'm going with my pink on my subsequent videos if I do not post them after the session, then they will be on there at future times. Usually I'll tape what I'm doing, and then I go back a couple of days later and create a video to post and share with you. So hopefully you're enjoying those. Do subscribe to my channel. That is so greatly appreciated. I think I'm going to do just a hint of brown. I don't want it to overpower here. I wanted a nice color palette, but I did want to add in, I love browns. I love the neutral earthy colors. Browns and greens. Purple is one of my favorite colors, though. I'm going to add a little bit more of that pink. Love this rosy, peachy gold pink. Just so pretty. Okay, I'm going to go in with some more of that purple. How are you all doing? Hope you're enjoying this weather. It's milder today. It has been actually the past few days. It's quite pretty. Great day for a walk. Again, Refired Not Retired day. Take a walk. Maybe visit some friends. Maybe do some scrapbooking. I have a friend who does that. It's beautiful. A beautiful hobby also. Coloring. I always found opening up a fresh box of crayons was special times for me. I love the smell of new crayons. I don't know. It was just me. In any case, all right. So I'm just going to finish this up, play some music for you, stop my chatter for a little bit. My throat is a little dry this morning. No excuses, but it is that. So here we go with the pour. Using my scoop, I'm going to just let it drizzle on through. I've placed down that base, which again was a satin enamel with paint, Liquitex, and some Flutrol. Oh, and GAC 800 if I didn't mention it. So I'm going to just pour this over this scoop on this Refired and Not Retired day, doing one of the things I love to do, and that is paint, sharing it with you. Please subscribe. And music, please. torching out some air bubbles. Some of the colors have become muddied. I'm not sure if the pearl effect that I was going for will happen here, but I do see some of the cells starting to pop up, and there is some lacing, and there are some boulders here, and those are catching the other colors within them. So I think I should have perhaps included a little bit more of the blue and less of the brown, but I want to see what it's like as I continue to torch it and then tilt. So stay with me. Okay, I'm going to tilt toward you so you can see what's going on here. As I said, I think the brown took over a little bit more than I had expected it to, but as I tilt it, I'm hoping we can create some magic, and then when I take the tape off, maybe we'll do a runoff. Again, not exactly what I had expected. So the scoop is um, do what you love, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. It gives you pleasure to do those things that you enjoy. Okay, I'm loving what's going on in this corner. There are some clouds and some pearls. Really, really liking this corner right here. And I see that some of those pearls and clouds are starting to form here. So I think as I pull off the tape, those will come down, and I'm hoping I don't lose too many of them. So let me just bring it back a little bit so that hopefully they will not be lost. But I fear that they may be. But since there is that pearl mixture, that satin enamel, the paint, and Flutrol and GAC and Liquitex, I think that more will continue to form in the composition itself. So let's see what other magic we can create today on Refired, not Rehired Day. Refired as in fired up. Get you going. Take my journey or follow my journey. I so appreciate your support. Do subscribe. Please do leave your comments. Those are always, always appreciated. Love what's starting to happen here and along the edges, but I do want to tilt. There is an awful lot of paint on the canvas. I do not want to lose those beautiful, gorgeous cells there, but I fear I may. Let's see what else we can do here. I think I want to tilt it this way, try to expand on those pearls. Love that piece of it. Is just really, really pretty. Lots and lots of paint here. A lot more than I had thought. All right, let me just stop for a minute. I want to just touch up the corners before moving on. Okay, think I want to tilt it a little bit more that way. Just tilting it toward you. The canvas is starting to absorb some of that paint. Just trying to get the composition to where there's a balance here. So I'll bring it toward you. This is really, really pretty. Really liking that. But the paint did not go completely off to the sides. So just want to touch it up and then allow it to continue. Notice there are some more cells and pearls beginning to form in the center. I think I want to bring it down this way and back. Going to allow it to continue to flow down just a little bit and step back and see where we need to go with this. Just want to touch up a little bit of the side here so the paint, as it continues to flow down the canvas, will or at least that what I'm doing by touching it up is allowing that paint to continue dripping. I'm not going to go on the underside yet so that it has time to do that. Let me just take it here. The sides are just really, really pretty. I'm loving this. The sides on this piece are glorious. But again, the colors are starting to come alive on the along the edges, that perimeter. I'm going to torch it up a little bit more. And again, with this type of pour, using a pearl mixture, needs to sit for quite a bit in order for those cell structures or those clouds and pearls to continue forming. And as they're forming, I'm noticing that they are bringing up the purple and that beautiful aquamarine and some of the yellow. So they are there. Really, really pretty. Actually, it's a lot better than I thought. There is a balance, just like in our retirement years, finding a balance, finding those things that give us pleasure. I want to take you in for a close-up. The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware, joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware. Henry Miller. Let me take you in so you can see what's going on here with those pearls, some lacing. There's a slight glare, but let me take you around this way. Let's see, this corner is really, really pretty. And this will continue, or the pearls will continue to form. Notice how they're starting to catch the other colors from underneath as they break through. And they'll continue to do that. As I said, this is just beautiful. This corner is just stunning. If you can see some of the lavender there, and some of that aquamarine and that yellow as well. Refired, Not Retired Day. Thank you so much for joining me. Be good to one another and yourselves.